You see them every day, on the way to home, to work, to school. They are sitting on the benches, digging in the bins, selling street paper, or asking for money. Homeless people. Society judges them easily. We says it's their fault, their decision. And 10 years ago, I thought exactly the same. Homelessness is always caused by a combination of difficult life situation. And I had a chance to realize that just because I could talk to them. In Prague, the capital of the Czech Republic, where I live, is up to 15,000 homeless people. Honza is one of them. He went to the university, but soon, instead of studying, he started to play slot machines. He left school, he gambled away everything he had, he was chased by the executors. He was not able to cope with that situation. He had a breakdown and ended up in a therapy. Although he had a great family, and I know his cousin personally, no one was able to help him. After that, he slept outside and trying to survive every day. Nowadays, Honza has an apartment and a job, and I will tell you why. We, as a free students, young people in the age of 23, wanted to do something about this terrible situation. And one day, we were standing outside, brainstorming, having a couple of drinks together, and then somebody from the team made the joke. Let's let them walk people through the streets. And I immediately thought, that's the thing they know the best. They are the ones who spend most of their time in the street. So we came up with this great idea, tours guided by homeless people. It was great, but a little bit crazy. So we thought we have to find out if it's really feasible. So we were the ones who had literally zero experience working with the homeless. So we went to those who are working with them every day, to the shelter houses and other organizations working with the homeless. Imagine 3 students sitting in front of the management presenting the craziest idea. And we asked them what they think about it. And what they replied was quite surprising. They said, "We think it's great and we're going to help you." And that was the moment which really motivated us. But we also had no experience with founding something, like a social enterprise or startup. So we knew that we also need a lot of support, advice, and also some money. And there was this competition, Social Impact Award, for the projects with a social impact and sustainable business model. So we applied. And we mobilized everyone we knew to vote for us in the community voting. And it was really tough, but we won. And that was the moment which really encouraged us to develop the project. Then we knew that we couldn't start with our guides. So we went to the shelter houses again. And that was the moment where we first time meet face-to-face with the homeless people. One of them was Honza. He was doing a homeless theater at the time. So we asked him if he wants to join, and he said yes. So we invited him for a training. He was working hard to design his tour. He gave it a name from the bottom to the top. He wanted to give the people a message, how difficult it is to get from the bottom of the society back. It starts at the main train station, place where he first arrived when we came to Prague, and the place where most of the homeless people gather. He will walk you through the city center, but instead of taking the main part, he will tell you what is behind. He will point to the places you would never see. And he will tell you about his struggles in life. At the end of the tour, you have to climb on the hill to really experience how difficult it is to get on the top. And once you are there, you will have a beautiful view on the whole city. After 4 weeks of the training, Honza gave a first tour with Pragulic. It's 2 years since we started, and over 5,000 people from all around the world already walk through the streets with the homeless person. We have 9 amazing guides, 9 different stories, 9 different tours. But we also had to make sure that what we do really makes sense. We didn't know. So I came to Honza and I asked him, "What are your main achievements with a Pragulic?" And he said, "Well, I don't know." So I asked him again, "What is now different than 2 years ago?" And he said, "I have a best accommodation I ever had in my life. I met so many interesting people, and for the first time in my life, I have a stable job." And I asked the same question to Zuzka. She is a former drug addict working with us for 10 months. She said, "You know, I'm a shy person. I'm shaking before every tour, but once I'm there and the people arrive, I'm really enjoying. And together with this job, I'm able to pay for my living. So every time I meet with the guides and I'm watching their big or small steps, I know that what we do makes sense to them. And every time I have a chance to talk to customers, to people who've been on the tour, I know that it also makes sense to them." Once we received an email from a lady who'd been on a tour with Robert. She said that the whole experience deeply touched her, that it was incredible, like a magnet for good people. There were locals randomly joining the tour and contributed, but there was one moment which really was emotional for her. One guy who knew Robert from the past approached him saying, "Hey, how you doing?" And at that moment, Robert answered, "Sorry, gentlemen, but I'm working here." And at that moment, she realized how important it is for him to having this job. She could feel it in his voice. When she returned back to the hotel, she cried. And she couldn't stop thinking about this experience. So we really believe that what we do can build an empathy in the people, to change their attitude and their mindset. For the whole time, I was thinking that we are the ones who are empowering homeless. But I found out that they're actually empowering us, and we are learning from each other. And during these 2 years, I also learned that no matter who you are, if you are a student or homeless, if you have a passion, you have really big power to make a change. Thank you.